So before your workout, we're going to go through a little drill routine. Typically I'll do this before any run, and I'll do more of it before a workout, just longer reps doing each one. So the first one's knee to chest. So you bring your knee up to your chest, keep your foot dorsiflexed, don't point your toe to the ground, and hold it. You should feel stretch right under here in your glute and your hamstring. And then just take a step forward and alternate with the other foot. And I'll do this about 8 times each leg. But basically you just want to do this until you actually feel a little bit more loose and warmed up. And then you can alternate that with a quad stretch. So bring your heel back to your glute, and again, don't point your toe, flex your foot, and pull it back so that you feel this all in your quad. And then just alternate legs, hold it till you feel a stretch in your quad. You might feel it a little bit in your hip flexor and your groin and adductor a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna bring in a little stretching the outside of your hip. So bring your heel up to your belly button and alternate legs with that. You should feel it all in your hip, a little bit in your hamstring, depending on how stiff you are. And just alternate that. Then we're gonna do a little hamstring stretch and activation. So for beginners, just bring your hands down to the ground till you feel a stretch. You don't have to keep your leg totally straight, it could be a little bit bent, but you want to feel a stretch in your hamstring. You also want your hips parallel to the ground. Don't open them up to the side, keep them parallel. And then once you feel a stretch, just come back up, take a step, and alternate legs. If you want a little bit more of an advanced move, you could do opposite arm, opposite leg, and then come up and do a little toe raise. All right. And once you get the balance down, you could do them a little faster so that they're a little bit more fluid. And just reach down to the ground till you feel a stretch. You don't have to go any further. Then we do an adductor stretch and a psoas stretch, which is deep into your abdomen and your groin area, and it's hard to get to. So this one's a little more complicated. You lunge forward, and then with the knee that's bent, you take that arm and bring it down to the ground until you want to press your hips towards the ground as you bring your arm down. And then you turn and take a deep breath as you face your bent leg. And then you come back down, rock back. You should feel it in your hamstring and your calf, and then come back up. So that one's a little more complicated. So we'll do it the other leg. You're gonna lunge forward, bring this elbow down to the ground and press your hips into the ground so you feel a stretch. You should feel a stretch in your hamstring and all in your groin area. And then you turn towards the bent leg, take a deep breath, rock back, and then come up all the way. So I'll do them a little faster. All right, next one, we're gonna start going backwards. We're gonna do, we call them open the door, close the door. They're just hip opening exercises. You can walk over hurdles if you have them, but if not, it's easy to mime them. So bring your leg up. Remember, ankles at a 90-degree angle, knee 90-degree, hip 90-degree, and then you, what we call open the door and step behind you. So you're opening up your hips, step back. You could just pretend maybe there's a hurdle behind you that you're stepping over, and then close the door, so the opposite way. So bring your leg up to the side, and then bring it in front and step forward. So you can do 8 of these each time. Then after that, we'll do a few arm swings. So like windmills. So we'll bring our arms forward with big swooping motions, and take a deep breath when your arms go up over your head. And then we'll switch and we'll go the opposite direction. A big breath when your arms come up, and exhale when they come down. All right, so we get a little bit more movement. And now we'll do some A skips. So we're gonna have your leg at a 90-degree angle. Again, your foot's dorsiflex too, so that's at a 90-degree angle as well. Don't point your toes, keep it up. And you're just gonna come opposite arm, use your arm and your leg. They should be in sync. So just bring your arm up and down at the same time, and you're gonna do a little skip between. All right, so it's gonna look like this. You wanna have good posture, 90-degree angles on your arms. And your foot's just coming down right underneath your hips, with a little hop between. Then we can do B skips. So it's an A skip, and then you kick out and come and paw the ground underneath you. So it's gonna look like this. You don't kick way out, just kick out a little bit, get your hamstring activated a little bit more. Again, you want good posture. Then we're gonna do C skips. We're almost done. These aren't 100% necessary. They take a little bit of time to get your mind and your body in sync, to get the muscle memory. But you're gonna bring your leg up and then out and then up in front of you and then switch. And there's gonna be a little hop between each one. So it looks like this. And it's kind of an awkward movement, but you'll get used to it the more that you do it and just practice. And the more you do it, it'll just feel a little bit more natural and you can speed it up. And we'll do high knees, and that's pretty much it. So high knees, you want, again, 90-degree angle, your hip, your knee, and your ankle. And you're just gonna come up about hip height. So you can hold your hands right about your hip to make sure they're coming up to the appropriate height. All right? Our feet come down right onto your hips. And it looks like this. And again, good posture, straight spine. And then you can go right into strides and you should be all warmed up.